The sound of HBCU athletics. Anytime. Any Play Mobile Media Radio broadcast.
For North Carolina Central, Chris Moore, Justin Wright, Eric Boone, Cameron Butler, and Miller Jesse Zarzelli for Eagles of Coppin State. Choose our score. Apologize about the late start. Up by North Carolina Central in their home white uniforms, Coppin State in their blue uniforms, the coat, 2 nothing are scoring.
One of these two teams is going to have to face a very tough Norfolk State team sitting on that #1 seed.
Picks up his first foul of the contest. First foul. And technicalities, apologize for that. Bad headphone. 3-pointer up and good. That's Miller Jr. for North Carolina Central. 5-2's our score. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, and Terrell Dupree live at the Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. Second game of tonight's semifinal action between the Eagles of Coppin State and the Eagles of North Carolina Central. North Carolina Central, the 3 seed with an early 3-point advantage. At the line for Coppin is Cedar Conte, who's a 6'8" redshirt senior out of the Bronx, transfer from Austin P. His first shot's up and good. Again, the winner of tonight's game will play the Norfolk State Spartans in the championship game at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Winning's set between the Spartans of Norfolk State and the Bison of Howard at 3:30. 1 of 2 from the line for Conte, Kia. Morgan opening up in a 3-2 zone. Actually, now they fall back into a man-to-man. Central working around the left side. They skip it near side for right. Right rotates it up top. This is Boone. Boone had the ball deflected off of him. Turnover on Morgan, actually on North Carolina Central. Got to get the other game out of my head. That one's over. This is North Carolina Central versus Coppin State. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, and Terrell Dupree.
Well, one thing we know about North Carolina Central, if they come out victorious tonight, is that they have some experience against Norfolk State. They beat them on their home floor just a short while ago.
Here's Coppin working in the lane, and they're going to get a traveling call on Conte. You figure Coppin State 8-22 for the year. Not necessarily the type of season Juan Dixon wanted, but not a good year for Lavelle Moulton, his team here.
Seems like both teams are in a rebuilding year.
Right. 16-14, 5-3 to score. Central working left to right on your dial. Far side with the ball. This is right. Right rotates it up top. Monroe, 3-pointer from the left side. No good. Loose ball pulled down by Coppin. Blue uniforms, gold lettering. No name on the back. On the far side, this is Tarek. Actually, this is Azula. Jesse, it will be his name for the remainder of the contest because I will not say Zarzula right. If you ask me to say it 4 times KB, I will not do it. But Zarzula pulls up from the top of the key and hits the 3-pointer.
Put some respect on his name.
Definitely, Mr. Zarzula, Jesse. 6-5 to our score, 16-36, opening half of this contest. Central working it around. Copping in that half court 2-3 zone. Here's a steal by Jesse Zarzula. He's driving 2-on-1. Right side goes up. Had his shot blocked by Monroe, who just skied up and just said, "Where are you going with that, young man?"
No dice.
Copping went down underneath their own basket. 6-5 to our score. They get it inside. This is Conte. Conte working it around to Tark. Tark on the far side. Half court 2-3 zone being played by Central. Conte moving around. Tark now. Tark driving in the lane. Throws up the off balance shot. No good. Loose ball snatched down by Central. This is Boone racing up for them. He'll reset his offense, trailing by 1. 15-54 here in the first half. Deep three-pointer by Wright, no good. Loose ball pulled down and put back in by Monroe. That's Monroe's first, and Central gains the lead once again, KB.
It seems like Monroe was almost all alone in that lane. Perfect rebound and putback.
It's pressure. Cardacci tried the three-pointer from the left side. Up, no good. Loose ball snatched down by North Carolina Central. Beautiful bounce pass into Monroe. He brings it back out to Miller. They reverse the ball to the far side, looking at 2-3 zone by Coppin. Wright picks up his dribble, throws a pass inside the Boone. Boone turnaround shot from 6 feet, no good. Picks up his own basket, his loose ball, and put it in the basket.
Right off the bat, it seems like Coppin's having some struggles on the glass, both on the defensive and offensive end.
9-6 to score. Central on top by 3, 14-55. Coppin moving right to left on your dial. Cardacci comes up for the screen for Zarzula. Zarzula on the right side, dribbling between his legs. Goes inside, now throws it to a player, stolen away by Boone. Boone takes it to the left of the court, jabs it home, smacks the backboard for some extra flavor. 11-6 is the score. Lon Dixon needs to watch out. This one can get away from him real quickly. 8-22 team, the number 7 seed playing the number 3 seed. Zarzula on the far side, dribbling. Boone defending him, skips it cross court. Now they go to Cardacci. Cardacci drops it out to Conte. Conte got stripped of the ball, went off his leg, and possession will favor Central. Opening minutes here, 11-6, 14:45 to go here in the first half. You are listening to the KRSB Network. We'll be back after this 60-second break.
The KRSB Network, the sound of HBCU athletics. Anytime. Any Play Mobile Media Radio broadcast.
Reflection Design is an online retailer that specializes in unique African art, home decor, and accessories. We work directly with artisans in Kenya, Ghana, and Uganda to bring you handmade, heirloom quality wall art, baskets, tableware, pillows, and more. African art can change the mood and brighten up a room. It can also tell a story, and it reflects who you are. Check out our collection at www.design.com.
All right, welcome back to the KRSB Network. A little bit earlier than we want to come back. 11-6 our score. Apologize about the board acting a little silly. We'll swing that one to our producer, Jay, up in Baltimore, or actually the DMV area, not Baltimore. But we got solutions for problems. It hasn't happened to us before.
I'm trying to figure out this media timeout game that they're playing on the court.
I'll let you figure that out and you describe it to the folks there.
Well, it looks like they had two people, both on, one side of the court and just shooting foul shots. I don't know if it was a foul shooting contest, but somebody came out victorious.
Right. 14-20. The crowd has left the building after the home team played the first game.
It did get a little flat.
Yeah, kind of unusual because you would normally see the home team play the finale. We keep the crowd in the building and get them to spend their money, but Norfolk State is out partying on Grammy Street or something. There's very few Copper State Eagle colors out there, and Central, and that's unusual for Central because Central's a team that travels very well with their fan base.
Well, maybe it was a request from Coach Jones. Maybe the maybe the number 1 seed gets to pick the time slot. We don't know.
Yeah.
From a marketing perspective, you would think on a Friday night, you're highlighting the tournament. The weather's been a bit inclement the past few days. Yes, you want to have your hometown crowd. Everyone's getting off to work. Yes, it's a lot of football stuff here and there. Traffic getting back and forth, all over in the area. And Friday, a lot of times you wouldn't have the big draw crowd in to spend money into the conference. But hey, I know.
11-6 our score. Timeout is over. 14-12. North Carolina Central on top of Copper State. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, Terrell Decree. Uncle Rel is in the house, which is very unusual, KB.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love having
too.
Uncle Rel sit next to me.
After that timeout, this is Central with the ball. Monroe, Wright, Boone, Fennell, and Miller. There's a deflection. No deflection. As Monroe tried to get it over to Wright, Wright deflected it out of bounds. So a turnover on Central.
Bit of Butterfingers.
Coppin State shooting 2 of 7 from the field, 29% from the line. They are on a 2-minute and 51-second drought. Far side, this is Hood. Skips it over to Rojas. Rojas on the near side. 2-3 zone being applied by North Carolina Central. Both teams are the Eagles, so you will not hear me call Eagle tonight. Floating shot in the lane by Tark. No good. Battle for a loose ball. Goes out of bounds off of Central as that Tex Miller Jr. was battling with Tark. So Central, Coppin will inbounds on the far side. Coppin going with Steers, Hood, Tark, Rojas, and Zarzula. Here's a steal by Central, but probably going to get a foul call. And they're going to call that foul on Fennell.
He got him on the takeoff.
That's definitely did. Somebody said, it's 1, 2, 3, go. He was waiting for 4 or 5 and committed that foul. Zarzula inbounds the ball to Hood. Hood working on the far side baseline. Nice spin move. Goes up with the reverse layup, and it's good with the left there. Oh, that was Steers on the play. 11-8 our score, 13-12. High above the scope in Norfolk, Virginia, the KRSB Network bringing you second game of the semifinals. Eagles against the Eagles, Coppin and Central. Although I just said I was going to say Eagles again. Here's Miller. Nice shot from the foul line. Rattles around, no good. Loose ball pulled down by Steers for Coppin. Steers spins it up to Zarzula. Zarzula racing on the left side. Step back, thought about the 3. Nice closeout by Central. Central with a 2-3 trap now. Here's Hood on the left baseline, drives past Miller Jr., and we're going to have another foul on Central.
Central needs to watch it. They could find themselves in a 1-on-1 situation much sooner than they would like.
14 foul on Central. Harrison to the contest for Central. Coppin inbound in the ball, left side baseline. They get it at the top to Steers. Steers are now on the left wing. Looking, and Fennell takes the charge. Not sure what Steers was doing. He needed to steer clear of Mr. Fennell.
Well, Mr. Fennell did a great job selling it.
Well,
He laid out like a spread eagle.
I mean, we have a person that's in sales here. We'll ask him would he rate that performance.
Seeing throw rugs put up more resistance.
11-8 our score. Central now with the rock. White uniforms moving around the perimeter. This is Monroe. Now drops it off the Boone. Boone skips it far side. Jump shot up from the left side. No good by right. Copping on a run. Here's Hood. Driving left baseline. Nice, beautiful right-handed layup. Drove left. Put the right hand up. And smooth off the glass was Mr. Hood.
Here we go. Coppin making a push.
11-10, 11:52 here in the first half. Central on top by 1. Working on the left side. This is Monroe. Now gets it over to right. Right, driving the lane. Beautiful switch. And he goes with the reverse with the left hand. 13-10. Right looks a little bit injured. Is he?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He looked a little limpy.
But that first game, we saw some players cramp up. So I don't know what the temperature's like because, maybe we can stick a hand out and touch it. But it's not the case. This is Hood. Skips it near side. Tark three-pointer up. Rattles around. And a loose ball pulled down by Monroe. Monroe gets it up to Boone. Boone racing up with the left hand. Skips it over. Now to get it back up top to Monroe. He touches it off to Harris. Harris with left hand. Drops it on the net. And Central goes by 5. Things are 4. So 10 here in the first half. A deep pointer from the left side, up and good. Jesse 3-pointer from the left side. Yeah. 3-pointer. No good. Try rebound. Opportunity down by 2. You're good. Near side. There. to right on your dial. Central in their white uniforms. This is Boone. Deep three-pointer by Monroe. No good. Loose ball pulled down by Steers, and he draws a foul. So walk the other end of the court for a 1-and-1 situation. Steers with 2 points for Coppin State. Did you talk about Coach Juan Dixon coaching up a game? This looks like the game against Howard, the number 1 seed. Again, Coppin is the lowest seed remaining in this tournament, the number 7 seed taking on the number 3. Steers 1-and-1. First shot's up and good. Ties the ball game with 20.3 seconds remaining here in the first half. Shot clock is unplugged, KB. So Central can hold for the last shot. Steers second shot's up. Rattles around, no good. Monroe comes down with the loose ball. 15 seconds. Bringing the ball up the court. This is Boone. Boone directing traffic up dead center. Nice crossover move in lane. Goes up. Had a shot blocked by Sears. Sears with a long outlet. Here it is. Kardashian for the 3 in the corner. Ooh, rattles around. It was down. Bounce back out. Kardashian with 9 points. He's going for 12.
Right.
And another game, another tie. It was 28 at the end of the first half of the second game.
That's right.
So they said we could do one better, and they actually did just one better.
So you have to wonder who's going to come out that locker room and throw the first punch.
I'm not sure. We do promise you, Uncle Rel has Cash App the Wi-Fi company.
Thank you.
For the second half action, we will be live. I promise you that, Jay. We're not going to make it old, but we want you to stay tuned for Uncle Rel and his frozen cups and hot chips presentation as our halftime show. 29-29 is our score. You are listening to the KRSB Network's presentation of 2022 MEAC basketball action.
KRSB Network. Play Mobile Media Radio broadcast. The KRSB Network, the sound of HBCU athletics. Any Play Mobile Media Radio broadcast.
And welcome back for the second half. 29-29, Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, Terrell Dupree, folks. One better than the last game, but this game is struggling just a tad.
Just a tad.
Looking at the first half leaders of this contest, Cardaci had 9, Boone with 9 for Central. Harris has 1 assist, Tark with 2. Coppin State will have the ball to start things, moving right to left on your dial. Coppin State in their road blue uniforms, gold letters, names on the back, and gold. This is Tark inbounding to Steers. Half court, man-to-man being applied by Central. Driving in the Steers. Steers goes up in traffic with the left hand and puts it in.
Coppin State drawing first blood.
31-29, first blood. Let's pay attention. Number 7 seed versus the number 3 seed. Winner goes on to play the first ranked Spartans of Norfolk State. That ball was tipped above the cylinder.
Looked a little basket interference.
No one saw that but us three. Things that make you say, Tied at 31. Coppin coming back. This is Tark. Left-hand dribble. Throws up a shot. No good. Actually was fouled, but no call.
Whistle.
Miller gets the loose ball, and Miller comes up, and he draws a foul. So Coach Juan Dixon looking. Coach Lavelle Moulton looking. Question for you. Now, this has been eating me all day. If those two laced them up and went one-on-one on the court, who's your winner? Miss Hoops Head.
I gotta go with Poetry and Moulton.
Ooh. Okay.
The length, the girth. All he's gonna do is back him up, post him up. Game over.
First shot's up. And good by Miller. Listen, she's the color analyst for a reason. The basketball junkie from a basketball family. Second shot up by Miller's good. Central regains that 2-point advantage, 31-33. Just under 19 minutes, second half. Eagles have the ball. Coppin Eagles that is. And we get Steers knocked down to the floor. That foul's going to be on Eric Boone. That's his second, team's first here in the second half. As Uncle Rel chimes in with his 2. This is Cardaci to Steers. Cardaci trying to get that 3-pointer. Nice cutoff by Wright for Central. Far side, Tark, his 3-pointer up, no good. Nothing but Central players underneath the baskets.
Four jerseys on that rebound.
This is Wright. Kicks it up top to Boone. 2-3 zone being played by Coppin State. Miller drives in, got cut off, reverses it back up top to Monroe. Far side, Miller Jr., 3-pointers up, bounces off the rim, loose ball pulled down by Coppin. Racing up, this is Jesse Z. That's all I'm saying is Jesse Z. His pass to a trailing Rojas, and Rojas gets his first 3 of the game, and he was instrumental in that victory against Howard University. Back to a cut stolen by Coppin. Another player falls on that end of the court. We had problems last game, so I don't know if it's the court or maybe the illumination on the floor. Beautiful move by Jesse Z. 36-33. KB, as I was trying to explain, and they kept on playing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Mr. Hughes. Stay with the action.
One thing that we haven't seen in this game is a dunk. In our first contest, several dunks, courtesy of Chris Bankston.
Missed shot by Central. Jesse Z races it up on the right side, dribbling behind his back, not going anywhere. Now dribbling some more. Definitely had a nice handle, not getting too far on the right side. He's being guarded by Miller Jr. Left-hand dribble in the lane, kicks it out. Tark, three-pointer up, no good. Loose ball pulled down by Butler for Central. Butler gets it ahead to Miller. Miller racing. Miller in traffic, kicks it back out to Boone. Boone will bring it out and reset. Central down by 3. Here's Boone, drives in the lane, and that was a charge, and he needs to pull out his license for running that poor young man over.
He never was in control.
He hasn't seen a lot of passes, but he certainly would jack it up. You know, if he was when he checked the last 2 down, he's definitely shooting it up to make sure this is.
So, timeout for the second official timeout. There we go. That side of the floor, and I feel like I'm at the 1995 CIAA tournament in the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum.
You wish.
Yeah.
You wish, yeah.
Norfolk State in that tournament, and they stopped play 14 times because the ice underneath the stadium floor was just
That's doing too much.
falling down. Right. There's a dunk by Miss Kia Bird. Alley-oop to Justin Steers. He jams it home, gives Coppin State their largest lead, 38-33. 16:23 here in the second half. Driving in the lane is Wright. Wright goes up in traffic, draws a foul. Don't know if that's going to be Rojas or Steers. Both players were there, and they're going to give that one to Rojas. That's going to be Rojas first, team second here in the second half.
Finally, a little above the rim play.
At the line for Central will be number 5, Mr. Wright, Justin Wright, 6'1" sophomore from Greenville, North Carolina. First shot's up and no good.
6'1", huh?
Don't pick with me about these stats. I got the stat sheets, the same place that you have the stats. You're looking at the same computer. 6'1", that's what they said. Second shot's up, no good. 38-33. Coppin State on top. Half-court 2-3 zone being played by Central. Tart cutting through the lane, kicks it back out. Kardashian now gives it over to Jeff Zarzuela, and he hits his three-pointer, 41-33. Score 15-52. We're getting a little action here in the second half, Deuce.
And his team is a bit dejected, obviously feeling like they deserve to be here. You got this antsy, and with nothing to lose, Eagles Ball Club out of Coppin State.
(41-33). Coppin State stepped out with the advantage. Deuce, aside from the brother wearing purple and gold and the pink and green, I don't even know where they are as we got the halftime. Okay, far side, the best seat in the house. I mean, their seats are better than ours. Like, why can't we get the recliners?
I didn't want to say anything, but
listen, I like to extend a big thank you on behalf of the KRSB Network to the whole MEAC family. They've showed us nothing but love, and we appreciate what they've been doing for us. Things have been great. 41-33, 15-57 here in the second half. I mean, if you're Mr. Silky Smooth, KB, what's Silky doing? AKA Lavelle Moulton.
poetry and Moulton, I don't know. I would say he needs to start putting some pressure on the ball. I mean, not that Coppin State is necessarily an explosive team, but they're definitely getting a lot of second chance opportunities at the basket. So
I mean, the three-pointer situation for Coppin State, they are shooting, and I'm going to pull it up right now, KB. They are 8 of 22 from downtown, but they're throwing them up. So they've hit 8 for 36%. Central only 2 of 12, 17%. But the turnover situation, Central has committed 10 turnovers to Coppin, 7 turnovers. So,
not a huge difference, but I mean.
All right. So we are at somebody's cookout here in Norfolk, Virginia with the cha-cha being played. Back to action. 41-33, 15-52. Central inbound. They go out of line formation. Ball's inbounded to Caldwell. Caldwell brings it up to Miller Jr. Half-court man-to-man being applied by Coppin State. Miller Jr. picked up his dribble on the right side, flips it up to Fennell. Fennell will bring it back out to right. Right side, picks it up, throws it to Monroe. Now back to Miller. Excellent defense by Coppin State as they threw it into a diving Monroe, reaching on Coppin. And that foul is going to be on Tart.
Little testiness on the court.
And we will go to another timeout here on the fifth court. We just came from a timeout, back to another one. So I guess we got to pay the bills. 41-33. Media timeout. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You're listening to the KRSB Radio Network.
Reflection Design is an online retailer that specializes in unique African art, home decor, and accessories. We work directly with artisans in Kenya, Ghana, and Uganda to bring you handmade heirloom quality wall art, baskets, tableware, pillows, and more. African art can change the mood and brighten up a room. It can also tell a story, and it reflects who you are. Check out our collection at www.reflectiondesign.com. That's reflection with a K, reflectiondesign.com.
Everyone loves representing their HBCU. Let us show you how fly coats can help you feel like a game. For the best selection in HBCU apparel, visit flycoatsapparel.com. Live fly.
The dynamic sports coverage of KRSB Network. Now back to the 2022 MEAC tournament.
And welcome back to the 2022 MEAC men's semifinal. Coppin State Eagles versus the North Carolina Central Eagles. The number 7 seed with an 8-point advantage, 15-35 here in the second half, folks. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, Terrell Dupree. We had Davey Smith as a sideline reporter, but the crowd, as depleted as is, and we got to send out a "Where's Davey Smith" memo. Yeah.
So he said he was going down to the hospitality room to make sure. I'm not sure if the hospitality room forgot about us or not, but we definitely need you back. Where in the world is Davey Smith? Not Waldo.
Davey Smith in the hospitality room couldn't be trouble.
That's D-A-V-Y.
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah, we say KB, drop that E off my name.
Told
please.
me right off.
At the foul line for North Carolina Central is Chris Monroe, 6'8" senior out of Raleigh-Durham. He's a transfer from Providence. First shot's up and good. And he hits a pair, 41-35. Coppin State bringing it up on the far side, actually near side. Jesse Z with the roll. Jesse D, nice crossover. Conte puts up a three-pointer, draws a foul, and they're going to put that foul on Monroe.
You got bailed out because that did nothing but air. Not even close to the rim.
So Cedar Conte, 6'8" redshirt senior out of the Bronx, transferred from Austin P. All of the players on Coppin State are redshirt players. So they've taken advantage of that COVID year.
Wow.
And yeah, definitely took advantage. Good. Second one's good. He was fouled shooting a three-pointer, so 3 foul shots at the line. Let's see if he can make a pair, actually a triple, and he puts in a trifecta from the line.
Good job.
44, 35, 15, 15 in this contest. Central with the rock, left to right on your dial. This is right at the top of the key. Copper State in that half court 2-3 zone. Right, dribbling between his legs, brings it to the left side. Step back, jump shot from 17, rattles around, no good. Nice follow up with the jam. And that was Mr. Monroe, actually Caldwell for Central.
Maybe that dunk will get Central going.
Jesse Z comes back, misses a shot, gets his own rebound. Little small guy being feisty. 44-37. His pass underneath. Nice block on Tark by Monroe. Actually, Alex Caldwell gets nabbed for that foul. Team fourth. Let's pay attention to the foul situation for both teams. 14-34.
The replay, it looked clean.
It looked clean, but if you were Caldwell, you didn't have to load up the SWAT dad wouldn't just go up and block it. He got up off the ground, as we saw with that putback jam of his, but he's going to send Tark to the line. Nadea Tark, 6'4", redshirt freshman out of Gaithersburg. First shot's up, and he connects.
Marchwan Dixon and this Copper State team try to slow down the ball. They're working on their half-court offense each play down.
We will pay attention. 46-37, 14-28. Central trying to run a high motion formation. Half-court 2-3 zone being applied by Copper State. On the far side, this is Monroe. Monroe splits it up top to Miller. Miller with the left hand, dribbling, got cut off at the top of the line. Now throws it into Butler. Now back out to Miller. Miller running, underhand scoop shot, just trying to get a prayer, and his prayer gets answered as Conte deflects it out of bounds. 46-37, 14 minutes. Substitutions into the contest. We'll reset the lineups in just a moment. Officials stopping action. Not sure why. Central inbounding left side baseline. Bounce pass inside to Butler. And he misses the shot. That was actually Nicholas Fennell who misses a shot for Central. Again, high above all the fans here in the scope. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, Terrell Decree. 1402 from the hockey press box.
The KRSB network.
Yeah, the KRSB network with old eyes staring upon the court high up.
What's the logo? Anytime?
Any place, any play.
Any play.
You see the logo at the top of the stadium. That's how high we are.
Any vantage point. Any seat, any court side.
So Tark picks up the foul for Coppin. It's an offensive foul. And yeah, neither team's pulling away here. I mean, 46-37, 9-point advantage. 13-40. With the ball, this is Caldwell for Central. Now swings it over to Fennell. Fennell near side, up is right. He hits the three-pointer.
That's one way to get back in it. Well, fairly low-scoring game.
Definitely low-scoring game. It was 29-29 at the half. Beautiful move by Mr. Tark. Spinderella, yes, he was. Spin in the lane with the left hand, and it was sweet. 48-40, Coppin State on top, number 7 seed. Central on the far side. Here's Wright. Right now, back to Caldwell, and we're going to have an offensive foul on number 24, Nicholas Fennell, who tried to brush screen. He must be watching too many big league games in the NBA. That's legal in the NBA, but not in this league.
Coach Moulton pulls him right out.
He got pulled out. Substitutions in the game. There's Monroe, Wright, Maltzby, Boone, and Butler for Central. Hood, Tark, Rojas, and Conte, and Zarzula for Coppin State. Here's Tark on the right side. Shot in the lane, no good. And a rebound pulled down by Maltzby. Maltzby gets it over the right. Rice races up with the left-hand dribble. In the lane, goes through traffic, and the shot was blocked by Coppin. Out on the break for Coppin is Conte. Conte will wait for his team. They wisely slow things down. Jesse Z near side, right wing. Beautiful crossover. Nice push off on Fennell. Step back three-pointers up and good.
Big play. Big play.
Now, we just said they watched the big boys, and that was a big boy move.
That certainly was.
51-40, 11-point advantage. Biggest lead of the contest for Coppin State. 12 minutes remaining. On the near side, here's Alex Caldwell. Caldwell puts up a shot and hits his three-pointer, and he answers.
Do we have a shootout, fellas?
Well, definitely shootout. That'll be nice. We got to wake this crowd up. We have to send Uncle Rel into the crowd. Tell him that that's Smokey Robinson outside or something. Get everybody going. Floated shot by Tark. No good. Here comes Central on the break.
Yeah.
This is Caldwell. Near side to right. Three-pointer up from the right side. No good. Loose ball pulled down by Steers for Coppin State. Coppin leading by 8, 51-43. Can they pull off the upset? Jesse Z in the Steers. Steers in the lane. Try to find something. Justin Wright cut him off. His shot's no good from 4. Out of bounds. And it's off of North Carolina Central. Do we have a ball game?
Well, we have something.
Well, for sure. 51-43. We'll be back after this 60-second break. You are listening to 2022 MEAC semifinal action right here on the KRSB Radio Network.
Everyone loves representing their HBCU. Let us show you how fly codes can help you feel like a game. For the best selection in HBCU apparel, visit flycodesapparel.com. Live fly.
Reflection Design is an online retailer that specializes in unique African art, home decor, and accessories. We work directly with artisans in Kenya, Ghana, and Uganda to bring you handmade heirloom quality wall art, baskets, tableware, pillows, and more. African art can change the mood and brighten up a room. It can also tell a story, and it reflects who you are. Check out our collection at www.reflectiondesign.com. That's reflection with a K, reflectiondesign.com.
You are listening to MEAC Basketball.
And welcome back to the Scope here in downtown Norfolk, Virginia. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, and Terrell McCree. Uncle Rel is in the house. 51-43. Coppin State finds themselves ahead of the Eagles of North Carolina Central. 11:20 remaining here in the second half. KB.
Let's see how this thing is going to end up. Just looking ahead, who do you think would be better matched to take on a Norfolk State Spartan team?
I'm just the way Norfolk State plays above the rim and shoots from downtown. From what I've seen from this game, I really don't see either team with the size of anyone that can contain Bankston. And he went off tonight, both offensively and defensively. We talked about the number 1 seed Norfolk State Spartans, who rolled over the Bears of Morgan State University. Morgan played a tough game in the first half, but Norfolk State just kind of pulled away in the second half, and they got rid of them. That was a number 1 versus number 4. We got a 3 versus a 7. I know what the fans would love to see would be, Lavelle Moulton, Robert Jones, matchup number but I don't know.
Well, the way the Eagles of North Carolina Central are playing right now, I don't know if that would even be a contest. I mean, they're shooting very poorly right now, 43 points with 11 minutes into the second half.
And Coppin has the ball after that timeout. Near side wing. This is Hood. His shots up from the baseline, no good. Loose ball pulled down, and that was Rojas that puts it back and extends the lead to 10 for Coppin. 10:56. Central may not have the horses to make this thing happen, KB. Here's a pass inside. This is Miller. He brings it out. Now they're back up top. They rotate around. Maltby on the far side. Caldwell, deep three-pointer up, misses everything. Loose ball comes down to, that's Mike Hood there. And Hood's going to be fouled by, can't see, I want to say that's Caldwell for North Carolina Central.
Grabbed him by the shoulder and pulled him down.
Player still down on the floor. Eric Boone into the contest for North Carolina Central. As Caldwell comes out.
Did anyone expect Coppin State to be here in the semifinals facing a championship game?
It's tournament action. It's MEAC. This is the third matchup. So as you mentioned, with the amount of teams in this conference, everybody knows everyone, you know. So, you know, maybe Juan Dixon say I can't beat, you know, Moulton on a one-on-one, but I'm gonna try to outcoach you.
I mean, come on, Mo is 6'7". Juan Dixon's what, 6'3"?
There's Steers working in the lane for Coppin, draws a foul.
Central foul is that is his fourth.
And I mean, at both of their age, I wouldn't advise playing one-on-one now anyway.
No, icy hot, spa.
Might want to play horse.
They can come with me. They can come with me for some acupuncture.
They might want to go bowling or something, but I wouldn't play one-on-one.
Let's watch this. 10:25. More than half of the second half remaining. You know, we're not at the halfway point. And Steers hits the first. Central has now have 17 fouls.
Wow.
You know, so this is interesting.
So are you saying they're hackers?
I didn't say they were hackers, but I'm saying this is going to be impacting moving forward. Kate comes back into the contest for Steers, excuse me. Steers leads the game with 9 points, 55-30, 43, 10-25 here.
I just spotted Coach Robert Jones in the crowd down there checking out this game.
Here's Arthur Fennell, gets it to right goes up in traffic, nice ball control, body control. He lays that one off the glass, 55-45, 10 minutes here remaining in the contest. Coppin comes up near side, little half-court man-to-man, right pushes. He pushes Hood. Hood made the layup, but he stepped on the baseline. Turnover on Coppin. So the turnover situation, Coppin with 9 turnovers, Central with 12. This is Boone. Gets it up the right with a nice crossover dribble, skips it far side, Maltby three-pointer from the corner, up, no good, battle for the loose ball, and Rojas looks like he's going to come down with it. He gets it up to Cardacci flies it into Hood. Hood brings it back. Here's a running, out-of-control move by Tart, and he draws a foul on Central.
We just finished talking about the number of fouls Central has in this game. If it comes down to them, sending Coppin to the line, this could get away very quickly.
Definitely could get away quickly. Cardacci with a nice no-look pass underneath. And cutting into the lane was Tart. And that foul was on Monroe. That's going to be Monroe's third personal foul. Team foul situation for North Carolina Central. They have 8 fouls as a team. 55-45, 9:35 here in the second half. Winner goes on to play Norfolk State tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern here on the KRSB Network. Later Hughes, Terrell Decree, Kia Bird. Davey Smith missing in action in the VIP lounge. Not know where. Here's Wright for Central. His floating shot up off the glass. Battle for the loose ball. No good. Wright grabs it down over everyone. Boone driving through the lane, and Boone picks up a foul for Central. Definitely lethargic, Deuce. Well put. First shot up and no good by Eric Boone. Into the game is number 1, Justin Sears, the 6'7" redshirt junior from Greater Hope Christian. That has to be a college. That's not a Philadelphia school, KP. I don't care what you say.
Well, we can solve that with a Google search.
Definitely could do a Google search, but not a Philadelphia school. Second shot's up and good. It's not the Catholic League, Public League, Interact, Suburban School. No, don't know that one. 46-56, 9 minutes remaining. Driving through the lanes. Beautiful move by Jesse Z. Trying to throw a pass, nearly stolen. Sears picks it up, grabs his head, and that signals the official. I was fouled. I haven't seen that in MEAC action before. Steers got poked real well.
I've never seen that.
I haven't seen that one. 19 foul on Central, 8:55 remaining in this contest.
Still a lot of time for a 10-point lead, but sending them to the foul line is not the way to dig into it.
Coppin State's 11 of 16 from the foul line. And Deuce, before this one's over, I said they shoot 25 plus free throws as a team.
Well, again, you got to get to the line. It stops the clock. Once your team is breathing, now shooting the clock, we call free throws for a reason.
Justice Steers puts in the front end of a 1-and-1. Still trying to get his vision in that right eye. You'll be okay.
I think he's okay.
Yeah, you'll be okay. He puts in a pair. 58-46. Coppin State on top of Central. Number 7 with a 12-point advantage in this contest. Deep three-pointer by Monroe, no good, and Steers sky. Dennis Rodman in comparison. I'm sorry, Uncle Ray, I was laughing at you, but he skied like Dennis and grabbed that rebound. My apologies. 8:33 here in the contest. Coppin using some clock. 8:30 in the ball game. 12 seconds on the play clock. Jesse Z looking to drive. Beautiful dish to Steers, and Steers rises and jams it home. 60-46. That was a kind of nasty dog. He must have hauled Uncle Rel.
No sauce.
Yeah, it's true.
The body language of North Carolina Central is
not good. Not good. Miller rotating around. Monroe goes up. That was Boone goes up with a two-handed reverse off the glass, misses it, but draws the foul. Rojas picks up the foul. 60-46, 8:29 here. We got a timeout on the court. We'll step away. You are listening to the KRSB Radio Network.
The KRSB Network, the sound of HBCU athletics. Anytime. Any Play Mobile Media Radio broadcast.
And welcome back to the scope here in downtown Norfolk, Virginia. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, Terrell Dupree, 60-46. Cinderella has something to say. Well, Uncle Will, one thing, Cinderella couldn't afford red bottom shoes because she had the Mises in the house helping her make her gown. So she may have had a red dot, but not a red bottom. So
rainbow shop.
7:57 at the line for North Carolina Central. This is Randy Miller shooting. Actually, this is Boone, Eric Boone shooting. He's at the line. Boone is 1 of 2 from the line. Make that 2 of 3 as he converts on the first.
Free throws may actually be a lifeline for these Eagles.
Which Eagles? They're both Eagles.
The Eagles that are losing. The Eagles that need the most points.
Eagles score. North Carolina Central Eagles hit the basket and a step back 3-pointer by Jesse Z, 63-48, 7:37. North Carolina Central in trouble. They rotated up the right. Right got cut off on the near side. Boom, 3-pointer on the left side for North Carolina Central is up and good.
They got to get some stops now if they're going to get back in it.
61-53. Ball game still with a lot of time. Jesse Z trying to dribble on Fennell. His hand off to Tark. Tark comes inside, misses everything. Loose ball down to right for Central. Central raises up, going right to left on your dial. He drops it off. Kicks it in the right. Got away with some hop and a 2-step. Nice move there. Yeah. 61-53. Central resets. 15 seconds on the play clock on the right side. Gets his half-court 2-3 zone. They have him trapped, and then Uncle Rel's Dennis Rodman picks it up. 2-on-4. He waits. They skip the near side. Hood puts up a 3-pointer and looks at his coach and says, "That's good." 66-51, 6:28 here in the contest. Seems like every time Central tries to make a move here in the second half, Coppin has an answer.
I'm not saying North Carolina Central should start the bus, but they might want to bring it around to the front.
Yeah, definitely bring it close. This is not a Lavelle Moulton type of team.
No.
I mean, 16-14 for the season, and they're losing to a team that's 8-22 on the year. 66-51, right? You got Coppin State has hit on 4 of their last 5 times down the floor. Central having their issues, as Deuce mentioned, 66-51, 6:18 go here in the second half. At the line for North Carolina Central. You have Randy Miller, the 6'2". I don't want to hear anything from you, KB, or Deuce.
Zipping lips.
Red shirt senior out of Odenton, Maryland. Here's a college that you haven't heard in a long time.
Let's hear it.
Indiana State.
Wow.
The most famous Sycamore from Indiana State is who?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Deuce?
Most famous.
Crack analyst from Indianapolis.
Oh, Q2. I know Block Sports CEO Mike Jefferson knows that.
It's Bird.
Yes, I know it's Bird, KB. You got it. I know you got it.
Like, come on now. Stop playing with me.
66-53, 6-10 in this contest. Coppin State with the advantage. Jesse Z with the rock near side. Central half court, man to man. Coach Moulton's trying to extend this defense out. Beautiful dribbling by Z, not getting anywhere. Backdoor cut to Tark, couldn't handle it, and was picked up by Fennell. Here's Fennell, brings it up for Central. Drops it off the right. It's the return of Davey Smith to the KRSB network as the three-pointer was up and good by Monroe. That puts it to a 10-point game, 66-56. Uncle Rel, your SOS call was heard. This is Steers for Coppin. Goes up in traffic. Shot was blocked by Miller. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Coppin State. 5-19. 10-point advantage. Coppin State will inbound far side baseline. Officials making sure they have all that condensation on, having the floor wide. Now we're back to action. Jesse Z inbounds it. Gets it back. Kick out to Tark. Tark thought about the three, drives in, and he's going to pick up an offensive foul. As Wright stood right there, Justin Wright, 6'1" sophomore.
Wright did a great job getting in a position to take that charge.
All right, so Coach Moulton's team may not say the last effort, but they're putting in quite an effort here. 66-56. Let's see if they can cut this under 10. Motion around the top of the circle. Here's Boone. Dribbling, kicks it up. Randy Miller, open three-pointer, top of the keys, up and good. And it's a 7-point contest. They shrunk this lead in half, was as much as 14. Now it's down to 7, 4:51.
Here we go. We could get interesting.
There are the Eagle fans there, the North Carolina Central Eagles, as the jump shot's up by Cardaci, misses everything. Boone races up. Miller three-pointer left side, up, no good. Rebounded, pulled down by Jesse Z. Beautiful move behind his back, brings it over to the right side. They try to double him. His handle's a little bit too smooth for that one. He'll bring it out and reset. 20 seconds on the play clock. Half court, 2-3 zone now by Coach Moulton. This is
doing a good job using some clock.
Right, here's Tark dribbling between his legs, step back three-pointer, going to miss everything. Out of bounds. And Coach Juan Dixon is just staring at him. He didn't even look at Coach Juan Dixon.
4 times now, you mentioned Tark. It's a nice backdoor pass. He struggled in that.
Coppin State has not scored in the last 2 minutes and 31 seconds. North Carolina is on an 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Can they make it 10?
Here's Wright, pulls up, baseline, left side. Shot's no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up and off the glass, and we have a 5-point contest. 66-61, 3:43 in this game. Coppin may have thought it was over. North Carolina Central said, I don't think so right now. Here's Jesse Z, left-hand dribble, thought about the three-pointer, now skips it up to Rojas. Rojas behind the back. Nice cutoff by Monroe for Central. Here's Tark. Well, hopefully he'll try another three-pointer. His spin move from inside the foul line. He said, Uncle Rel, that one's for you. As he hits it, 68-61, 3:10 in a game. Here's Boone. Floating shot in the lane, no good. Battle for the loose ball off of Monroe. Actually, Boone, possession error will favor Coppin State. So it took them about 15 minutes into the game And now it's starting to get interesting as we wind down for these last 3 minutes, 1 second.
Seems like they just turned the lights on.
Yeah, and the crowd woke up. Actually, the crowd was probably cheering for Davey Smith walking back to the KRSB broadcast booth.
I told you guys putting this picture on the milk cart was going to work.
We thought it was the fact that North Carolina Central had cut a 14-point lead to 7. But no, it was Davey Smith returning to the booth, and the crowd was up on his feet cheering.
They put those pigs in the black that look like it. Hey, a lot of people know about KRSB network now because of Davey Smith.
Oh, man. Davey Smith is back in the house, folks. 68-61, 3 minutes. Orlando Hughes, Davey Smith, Kia Bird, and Terrell Decree. Mike Jefferson from Box Sports is also here, drove all the way down from Indiana to hang out with the KRSB network, 11 hours on the road. I talked to that brother yesterday. He stayed in West Virginia probably about 6 of that 11 hours. You know, 11 hours. That man gets the MEAC pass of the year. Yes, he is. 68-61. We're going to keep it here. Let's look at these stats. I mean, things are heating up in the second half. Coppin State shooting 44%. They're 41% from downtown. But Central had only made 1 3-pointer in the first half. They now have 7. They're 7 of 22. Both teams are doing a very good job from the foul line. Central shooting 12 of 16 from the foul line. Coppin 13 of 18. Turnover situations about equal. North Carolina Central with 13. Coppin State with 11. Points off turnovers 14-15. It's starting to look dead even.
Sessions are essential. Let's see who can get to the line.
I love my HBCU bands. But it seems, KB, every time we broadcast, somebody turns the volume up on the bands as they're trying to talk. 61-68. Coppin has the ball, moving right to left. Jesse Z with the rock. He's being pressured in the backcourt by Boo. Now he gets it up to Tart. Rojas gets it back over to Jesse Z, near side. He's dribbling around. 15 seconds on the play clock. Under 3 minutes here in the ball game. 7-point advantage for Coppin State. He throw it over to Conte. Conte dribbling behind his back. Conte trying to make a move. He's being shut down by Wright. Deep 3-pointer up and no good by Tart. And Uncle Rel is going to get on him. 68-61, 7-point advantage. Central drives it in. Layups up and good, and that was Nicholas Fennell driving with no resistance by Coppin State.
Wide open lane.
5-point advantage. 120 seconds left in this contest. 68-63. Jesse Z, but pull up from the baseline. Shot's no good. Nice rebound by Wright for Central. He races up the court. Wright with a bounce pass inside to Monroe. He puts the layup up and he's fouled. Central with an opportunity to make this a 2-point contest with 1:58.
And I could be reading into things, but it looks like Coppin's starting to run out of gas to me.
Coppin could. They played a game, but Central is really, they're on a 14-2 run, you guys, in the last 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
And give them credit. They've certainly been playing good defensively in the ball Central has, and they've been able to get transition buckets, and now they had a chance to win.
3-point play, no good. Loose ball pulled down by Steers. Here's Tart. It brings up on the right side. Central coming to life. They're playing a half-court man-to-man defense. 148. Tark on the left side being pressured by Wright. Tark with the left-hand dribble, cuts in the lane, goes up with an off-balance move, and he draws a foul. And Uncle Rel, that was dangerous because Tark has been taking some judgment shots. And I'm going to say judgment because he's a young man. Some judgment shots. He's out of control and got bailed out by the officials.
great point. Ill advised is what I would say. And you're right, out of control. That characteristic.
So as KB would always say, big boy doing big boy things. Let's see what Tark does. He has 13 points, 4 of 6 from the line. He shoots 74% for the year. 140 left in this contest. 3-point game. You're led by as many as 14. There's a lot of substitutions and games being played by Coach Moulton, allowing Tark to sit at the line and think about these 2 shots that he's about to take.
He's trying to ice him.
There's ice on the court, underneath the court. Beautiful court with the huge MEAC tournament logo.
It is pretty.
And the City of Norfolk stickers to the side. MEAC at the foul line in the Norfolk scope. Traditional. Tark at the line, shooting 2. First shot's up and good. He looks at Coach Dixon. 4 on the floor for Coppins. Steers, Tark, Cardaci, Rojas, and Conte. Monroe, Wright, Maltsby, and Boone and Miller. Speaking of Miller, he catches that missed free throw. North Carolina Central driving. Shot up off the glass, no good. The tip back by Maltsby, no good. And the loose ball comes down to Coppin State. 121 here. 4-point contest, 69-65. Jesse Z dribbling through traffic, and he's going to pick up no timeout by Juan Dixon. 20-second timeout. So keep it here.
He was facing Coach Dixon. I thought he was giving him a technical.
I did as well, but he just told him, Coach, I hear you. Like he looked in his eye, I hear you.
He absolutely hears him because this is a quiet crowd down here.
Definitely a quiet crowd. 69-65, 117. The North Carolina Central Eagles were trailing by 14 points with 7 minutes to go. KB said, bring the bus around. I don't know if Lavelle Moulton heard you because you said it's a quiet stadium, so it could have echoed down, but his team has been playing motivated.
Can't let KB take all of it. So you're right. Everybody is here in the KRSB network. Being what we are, which is analysts.
That's right. I stand by whatever I say, and if anybody has anything to say, they can take these steps right on up here.
This is a young lady that graduated from the high school as the one great Kobe Bean Bryant. So you can hear the swag in her voice.
That's right.
Dropping with the inbound. This is Tark. Tark now throws it to Steers. Steers baseline. Jesse Z, 3-pointer up from the corner. It's good with 107, 75, 62. 105. Here's Wright for Central. Wright dribbling around, picks up his dribble, gives it out. Deep 3-pointer answered by Monroe. And that's good. 72, 68. We are not going anywhere.
In for a fun finish.
55.3. Let's keep it here. This game is heating up. Coach Juan Dixon's number 7 seed Eagles of Coppin State. Coach Lavelle Moulton's Eagles of North Carolina Central. What would a MEAC tournament be if you did not see Robert Jones and Lavelle Moulton coaching against one another? Lavelle Moulton's trying to do his part to get his team motivated to get them there tomorrow afternoon. That's right. So, Uncle Rel, I believe it's a conspiracy, and I believe in conspiracies, because you were talking about Juan Dixon, and the North Carolina Central Band just turned the volume up on you to make you disappear by saying that. 72-68 team foul situation. North Carolina Central with 10 team fouls. Coppin State has one more before Central goes to the double bonus. 4-point game, no need to foul. Coppin will inbound under the Central bench. This is Tart, throws it in, and we're going to have a foul on Maltzby, and he fouls Jesse Zuella. Oh, I'm not going to say that name. Jesse Z. So Jesse Z will walk up to the line at 80% foul shot shooter.
Wow.
He has 22 points, and he's the leading scorer in tonight's contest. These are his first foul shots of the game.
Let's see if he can make them under the bright lights.
We can. He just showed a bright light three-pointer from that near side baseline last time they had the ball. So he's shooting 2. 55.3 seconds. 2022 men's semifinals. Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, Terrell Decree, and Davey Smith. I guess he is still here. Jesse Z hits the first, and it didn't touch anything, KB. It just went straight through the net. So let's see.
He's built for it.
Second shot's up, and he's not built for it as he misses that one. Steers comes up with the big rebound for Coppin. They lead 73-68, and a foul by Randy Miller Jr., and they're going to send Mr. Jesse Zarzella at the line to shoot 2. And let's see if he's built for it this time, as he went 1 of 2 for his first foul shots.
Mr. 80%.
His first shot's up and good.
Let's see if it's a pattern.
74-68, 48.7 seconds. We have the women's matchup set. This one to set the men's 75-68. North Carolina Central needs to do something in a hurry. Wright braces up for them. Driving in the lane, goes up, off balance shot. It's up and good as Wright put his head down, and he drew that foul on number 4. That's Tark. That's his 5th foul, and Mr. Tark will go to the bench deuce.
I will tell you, I like Mr. Wright. He reminds me, even though he's playing for Central, he reminds me of a Maryland ball player that used to play for Norfolk State, Mr. Deion Love, in Oxon Hill, Maryland. That lazy dribble, that herky jerk kind of hesitation, he gets to the basket.
Okay, so it's on Steers, his 2nd. So we have Tark still in the contest. Officials, nice save. Like if you're Juan Dixon, you keep Tark on the floor.
Coach Dixon said, "Can I talk to you for a minute?"
Jadarius Harris is going to come into the contest for Central. He's going to replace Randy Miller. So it's Monroe, Wright, Maltzby, Boone, and Harris. Substitutes in the contest for Central as they come with Steers, Hood, Tart, Cardaci, and Zarzuela. Here's Jesse Z in the backcourt, trapped with the double team. Skips it near side to Hood. Hood needs to get it across half court. Tark does bring it and dribbles off his foot, and it's going to be an over and back on Coppin State with 31.7 seconds. 75-71's our score. .7 seconds. Substitutions back in the contest. Miller, Boone, Wright, Monroe, Harris for Central. This is Wright with the rock. 29 seconds. Wright puts his head down, drives to the lane, and throws up a shot, and it's good, and it makes it a 2-point game. Timeout on the floor by North Carolina Central. 25.7 seconds. Coach Lavelle Moulton has urged his team back into this contest with an opportunity to steal a victory as the number 3 seed. They were down by 14 points Money time.
Yeah. I mean, credit to Coach Bolton, but credit to Mr. Wright. I mean, he's been putting his head down all night and get to the basket. Clearly the engine of this North Carolina Central team.
Wright with 14 points. Central's being paced by Monroe. He has 18, 25. So it's for Jesse Zarzula. Got it right that time, Deuce. Don't say anything. Not looking at you. Cardachi with 9 for Coppin State. Tark with 14. Steers with 13. And Coppin has kind of gone away from Steers. He was making some energy plays for them about 4 minutes ago. Central's 5 of their last 7. 3 of 3 of their last 4 field goals.
This looks like a football formation.
So it's a 1-2-2 with Maltsby not looking at the player. Here's the inbounds. And there's going to be a foul as Hood was fouled by number 2, Monroe. Stops the clock. It's going to send Mike Hood to the line. Hood has not shot any foul shots in this contest. 20.4 seconds. This is where your hands become a little achy like Fred Sanford, and the sweat is up as his first shot rolls around and falls in. 3-point contest, 20.4 seconds remaining.
So if he makes this one, does he seal it?
Don't know. So Hood connects on both. 77-73, 20.4 seconds. More substitutions in the contest for Coach Wagner. Here's Wright, brings it up, 18 seconds, shot clock unplugged. He's cut off, skips it over, and a turnover on Coppin, on Central. Jesse Z is going to be fouled by Wright. Turnover on the play, as Monroe could not handle that ball near his feet. 10.9 seconds. And if Coppin hits one, this mathematically could be over. Not enough time, KB.
Not enough time.
Wow. So number 7 comes to Norfolk and possibly with 2 upsets.
Yeah. Have y'all seen my keys?
I have not seen your keys. Don't pull them out yet. We're not leaving. You're not leaving until tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Jesse Z's first shot's up. Gets the shooter's bounce. 78, 70, 73. 10.9 seconds. When he hits this one, it's over, folks.
It is.
His second shot's up and good. 79-73. Here's Wright, races up, nearly lost the ball, goes in the lane, shots up, no good, loose ball tip is going to come down to Steers, and the Coppin State Eagles upset the North Carolina Central Eagles 79-73. Wright is on the floor for North Carolina Central, but that young man has no business holding his head low. So the Coppin State Eagles will play the Norfolk State Spartans, the number 7 seed versus the number 1 seed. And if you're Norfolk State tomorrow, you cannot afford to play with this little Cinderella, because Deuce said she had the red bottoms. Maybe.
The Old Navy ones?
I can't even. I can't. It just made me laugh. The red bottoms. I had to put that back out there. But, Coach, big plays. But North Carolina Central lost that game 79-73.
Yeah, but what an incredible run at the end for the Eagles, for the North Carolina Central Eagles, because they looked dead in the water for the longest time. So
they did come back, make it a competitive game. You know, you talk about Wright putting his head down, making things happen. He did it. So tomorrow, championship Saturday is set. the number 7 seed Coppin State Eagles with a record of 9 wins now and 22 losses against the number 1 seed Norfolk State Spartans.
Right.
This is supposed to be a car on cruise control for Norfolk State, but as you said, she don't have the red bottoms today, but she could put them on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Coppin is playing with house money, not even supposed to be there. And you know what? They're playing tomorrow. And if Norfolk State plays like they did today as it relates to handling the press and on that perimeter defense, Coppin saw the same game that we saw today. They need to work on not take this 7, the God number, lightly.
No, great point, Deuce.
So looking at the team highs, Jesse Zarzuela, Deuce. Yes, pronouncing it like it's definitely sounding like a pasta dish.
With mushrooms in it.
He had 27 points. 27 points. You guys are unbelievable. 27 points to Lee Coppin State. Steers grabbed 13 boards. Zarzuela with 7 assists to pave the way for Coppin Central, led by Monroe. He had 18 points. Butler with only 10 points. Wright had 4 assists for the game. Coppin State shot 43% from the field, 23 of 53. North Carolina Central shot 26 of 63. Coppin State hit their foul shots at the end when it counted, 21 of 28. Central did a great job as well, 13 of 18 from the line. Turnover situation pretty much even, but all it counts here is the final score, and number 7 had the largest score than the highest seeded team.
Right.
Moving on.
Correct. Like to thank our producer up in Merlin. Jay has put up with our silliness and shenanigans all night. Jay, good job, young man.
Thank you, Jay.
We really appreciate you. We also need to send a big birthday shout out wishes to April Holmes, our girl. And I saw a post by April. So she's on someone's beach enjoying. So shout out to you, April. We all love you.
Happy birthday. And speaking of April, and another point that we have here is Kia Bird. You know, we remiss it when we say happy belated International Women's Day to all the women that are all in our lives that shape us. So,
that's right.
KB, to you, yours, and to April, and to all of them.
That's right. And we wish we always love KB. Like KB's our queen. But happy belated International Women's Day to all of the listeners here at the KRSB Network. We thank you for joining us. KRSB Network's first presentation of the MEAC semifinals, which great job. We're here. We're not going anywhere.
Having a good time.
Yes, we are definitely having a good time. We're a little silly now. You know us. We are silly. We got to get control of Davey. We cannot allow Davey to go down to the VIP lounge tomorrow afternoon. Mind you, folks, Davey Smith will be out in the crowd, but we won't let him go anywhere as he's trying to look at me and talk.
Shaking hands and kissing babies.
That's right, shaking hands, kissing babies.
During COVID, you kissing babies?
We thank Michael Jefferson for Block Sports down there broadcasting. Again, that man drove 11 hours from Indiana. And wow, that's crazy as he's shouting us out on TV there. So we get a nice wave, and you can see us on Block Sports, ustream.com over on Block Sports. 79-73 final score. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to thank you. So for myself, Orlando Hughes, Kia Bird, Terrell Decree, Davey Smith, Jay, the great job out there in Merlin. We say so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the MEAC championship game. Norfolk State Spartans taking on the number 7 seed Coppin State Eagles. And then the women's game, Terrell Decree and Kia Bird bringing you Norfolk State, number 2 seed in women's conference, and the number 1 seed, Lady Bison of Howard University. So long, everyone.
The KRSB Network, the sound of HBCU athletics. Anytime. Any Play Mobile Media